Neil Patel will be speaking to you about yoga and meditation. He's a founder and director of Chi Kri Yoga, which was established 26 years ago. He's conducted workshops worldwide. He's a yoga consultant for HSBC Asian Financial Conferences. He's featured on channels such as ZTV, B4U, BBC. He's also been in many newspapers such as the Sunday Guardian and Metro. He teaches and he also trains teachers. He's written many books. One is The 10 Principles of Perfect Eating. Also another book is What is Disease? And finally, Anger is Blocked Love. So I'm so delighted to now introduce to you Neil Patel to come and speak and share his own life story about overcoming cancer and all the work that he does right now. So in fact, I think we should all be standing up for Neil here, guys. He's come a long, long way. And a big, big man.
Thank you for having us and having all of us and having me here today. So a little bit about me, as she said. My name is Neil Patel. I started a company called Chi Kri Yoga back in 1990. I took over humbly from my mother, who was teaching yoga since 1976 in London, and we have a family history of yoga and yogis. The eldest going back to my great-grandfather in Gujarat, who was a yogi who left his family at the age of 30 to go and find God. And he went and became a pilgrim with Gandhi, went into the forest in the end and meditated, and no one ever saw him again. So hopefully he went to liberation, but rumors were that he was eaten by a tiger. So who knows? But credit for trying, right? So, but that's it on the spiritual path, you know. If I may just say that when we get to our final destination, God doesn't look at your results, He looks at your intention, your motivation, and your driving force. So even if you don't get to the final liberation, or you don't get to become a yogi or a yoga teacher, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you tried. Yeah? So I always say to people, trying and failing is bad, but not trying because you're afraid is damaging. So try and fail, fantastic, but don't not try, because eventually not trying will eat away at your own soul, and you'll just see yourself as a loser, and your self-esteem will just get lower and lower. So you must try. Fail, no problem. And the way God looks at things is the same thing. He doesn't care about failure in human eyes. What He cares is that you tried. I'm completely off topic here, sorry. So I come from a yoga teaching background, and I'll tell you a little bit about me first in terms of why I believe so much in yoga and meditation, because I think that's important that you know my story and why I'm up here bothering to talk to you. So okay, I started teaching for about 7 years after being a teenager, and then in the year 2000 I woke up one morning and I had a lump in my leg. Didn't know what it was. I was only 26, 27 years old. I thought it was a new muscle growing in my thigh. I thought, yeah, the work at the gym's going well. I'm getting muscles everywhere, even though it's just one leg that had a muscle. But it was okay. I thought my left leg is stronger than my right. I'm getting strong. Just work on my right a little bit more. And then I started to get really hard feelings in the calf, and I couldn't walk properly. So I went to my doctor and I said, there's something really feels stiff in my calf. He'd done a couple of prods and pokes, and he said, you've got DVTs. Deep vein thrombosis all down your leg. You need to check yourself into hospital now and get yourself sorted out. There's something going on in your body. So I had a yoga class to teach that night, so I went and taught my class and then checked myself into A&E. That's a dedicated teacher, right? DVTs all down my leg, forget about it. Your yoga class comes first, your students come first, right? So I checked myself into A&E, and about 11:30 at night, they came back and they said to me, we need to put you on warfarin, we need to put you on Fragmin, you need to stay in hospital, you're not going home now, there's something seriously going wrong with your body. So I said, okay, fine, fair enough. Anyway, after prodding and poking and examining and looking at me, after 2 weeks, I went to see a professor at Royal Stanmore, and he came back and he said to me, okay, look, you've got cancer. So what's actually happened is that lump that's in your thigh is strangling the veins, and that's why you've got DVTs down your leg, and you've got a tumor that's already 12 centimeters big. It's called a sarcoma, and we need to sort this real quick, yeah? So I came home that night and I had to think to myself, and I thought, okay, cancer is not just going to come to anybody. I didn't believe that it's like a virus or God points his finger at someone and says, right, you're going to be sick and you're going to be a millionaire. I thought, this must be coming from me, right? That's how I thought. I thought, what have I done? What have I done? So I decided that I've got to talk to my soul about it, but I've got to talk to my doctor first. So I went back to my doctor and I said to him, listen, cool about the cancer thing, I get it, but I'm not going to come into hospital. He's like, you've got to be in hospital, we've got a bed ready for you, we've got the chemotherapy ready for you, we've got the radiotherapy ready for you, and we've got the surgery ready for you, and you're telling me you're not coming? Where are you going? I'm going to Mexico, actually. What, Cancun? You going on holiday? I said, no, I'm just, cool, I'll be back, but that's what I'm doing. So basically, I wrote myself off the system, and I said, I'm telling you, my intuition was I made this cancer happen. And if I say something else made it happen, that means I'm giving the power to something else to control my life, and I wasn't about time to do that. I was going to say, I made the cancer, I'm going to get rid of it. It's mine. I'm going to deal with it myself. Now, we're talking 16 years ago.